guys, I realized I made a horrendous mistake and left the camera on the helmet set to narrow or linear. All that riding, you're probably getting seasick and not seeing much. I hope it was pointed right for you. There must be 20 bikes on here. Chatting with one guy who has ridden all over the world. Amazing guy. Retired, got made redundant by IBM, and worked on bikes. He does Suzukis. He's got a whole pile of Suzukis, and he works on other people's bikes, not just Suzukis, but now he's got Suzukis, and he just works on those. He's gone on his 4th VStrom. Chatted to him for quite a bit, and then another guy came over and I chatted with him. He's riding his Honda 250. Chatted to him. He lives in Nelson and he just did the circuit, comes back on the ferry back down to Nelson, been to Creston. He gave me a card and said, yeah, come stay with me anytime. B&B, $100, and we love bikes. Yeah, he's riding his Honda 250. He's super nice guy. So yeah, next time we're around in the Nelson area, his B&B in Nelson, we'll definitely take him up on that. So for all you people out there, I will give him a shout out once I've got the card and can read his name, and he seems to be a very biker friendly guy, so yeah. Oh, there's 2 VFRs here, so he's liking it. Yeah, beamers and all sorts coming on. We are going to be turning right up here. A lot of people are going to be going to the left. But yeah, we're off to Kaslo. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Nelson's alright, but Kaslo's better. That's what you want to do. So very cool. I've set it to a wide view now, so hopefully you're not puking over your keyboards as you're watching this. But yeah, lovely ferry ride. Oh, they're friendly around here, eh? I nearly got a job out here, 30 years ago, and a job came up on the island, which is where I lived, and so took that one. But we were just talking on the ferry. This reminds us so much of Vancouver Island. The winters are a little harsher here. You could get snow for sure. Being a sailor, I have to be by the water, and these lakes, because the Gulf Islands, the Strait of Georgia, the Salish Sea where I live, in some cases not quite as wide, but they offer you the same sort of thing. Very deep, right up to the edge in most cases. Buoys and navigation everywhere, sailing boats all over the place. Yeah, I loved it. In a couple of years, I think I'll be free of the work thing, and when I'm free of the work thing, a lot more tours, a lot more getting out to places like this as well. You know, if there's one downside to the island, it's like Cornwall in England. It's everybody wants, their dog wants to flock across, and it makes, and there aren't that many roads, it makes the riding a little bit congested, whereas out here, I mean, the ride I just came up on, it was spectacular, and the ride will be going on tomorrow will be spectacular. You know, the 3rd best road in BC is on the island. I did it last year actually when we went camping to Strathcona. You'll see that road, and it is beautiful. This next road does eke it out for both. The mountains are higher. I'm hoping they haven't let the surface go on it. We'll see. The last time I did it was on my 650 with my wife on the back. And at that time, the road surface on that road from Kaslo to Nakusp, look it up folks, was beautiful. The road itself was beautiful. Tons of hikes along it too. God, how far have we got to go? 31 clicks and we're in Kaslo, and we'll shut it down for the night. We're going to walk around, grab a beer, BS with a few bikers, because there will be lots up there, and we'll be back on the ferry tomorrow as we ride up to Nakusp, then down to Farquhar, and then, yes, you heard it right here, Farquhar. No, YouTube, you cannot ban me for that. Then across on the cable ferry, which is much shorter, to Needles, and then some lovely riding from there on some roads we've done before 4 or 5 years ago, and also some new ones that I haven't done. And camping tomorrow, but tonight, luxury, a shower. Yeah. Most of the traffic was going south. This is the road lesser traveled, and therefore better for bikes. Now, if you don't come on a ferry, you wouldn't have even these cars to deal with. You'd be on your own, because remember, the ferry's let out, and we've got the man on the tricycle at the front there. He's kind of keeping everybody honest, which is all right, I suppose. I have a feeling everyone would be blasting along just a little quicker. Don't think there are any passing spots on this road. It's a little road. It hugs the west side of the lake for the most part. What are we talking about? There's a little passing lane right here. Maybe I can just go past this person. Let's do it. We'll just deke in behind this black car here. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but there are some sparklingly tall peaks here, many of which still have patches of snow on them despite the mid-30s temperatures we've had. Well, these guys are taking it seriously, so I guess we'll have time to maybe look over the side. Yeah, snakes around here now. You can imagine if you weren't in traffic, the fun you could have, gentlemen, abiding by the law, of course. Is it a Honda? I think it might be a Honda. Is it a Victory? Don't know. But the plate must maybe Manitoba. It's kind of like Florida to me, actually. But I'm seeing green. Green writing. Oh, what a rushing river. Beautiful. I don't know. We'll have to get closer. It could be Manitoba, could be Florida. There's a hell of a difference in the climate, but the plates are fairly similar. They've got sort of an orange thing in the middle. One is corn, and one's sort of orange grove. And I've only been to one of them, and I have to say it wasn't Manitoba. Never been to Manitoba. He's doing a clip. He's keeping going. He's buzzing along. It's all right. And they will close it in the winter. Now, I hear if this was Germany, that would be closed on the weekends for bikes only. The Likeable Biker, I think he is, and Andy Mancam, both set in Germany, and it sounds like things are getting horrible there for motorcycles. They've got all sorts of laws coming in that are going to restrict motorcycles altogether eventually, and they're certainly cutting down on when you can ride them and where you can ride them. So all the curly roads have these no riding motorcycles on the weekends signs, which must be an absolute tick off, you know. Like the Swiss police, you don't mess with them. Big fines, no joke, no sense of humor when it comes to speeding and illegal activities on those roads. And that's another thing. The guy in the ferry, he's ridden everywhere: South America, North America, Mexico. He's gone to all through Europe. He said Air Canada have a deal. As long as you land with your bike, it's really cheap. You got all your paperwork done and you literally ride away together from the plane. And he said he did the whole of Europe. The guy's ridden all over the place. I think he's got like 7 bikes, all Suzukis, and he, from tiddlers to big ones. Many two-strokes he's got from the 60s and 70s, pre-GTs. The T500 two-stroke. Deliberately got a job after he retired. He said, well, I was getting bored and I knew I had all these bikes I wanted to work on, so, you know, I got a job as a parts manager 2 days a week in a Suzuki dealership, and he said you get their cost plus 10% instead of a 100% markup. So, you know what I did for that 2 years is I bought every part, every gasket, and he said it's unbelievable. I've got 50-year-old Suzukis and you can still get the parts from them from Suzuki. Unreal. So we're winding in, 22 clicks to go. Yes, you could have a lot of fun, especially if you knew this road and you didn't get off a ferry, or you got off a ferry and waited, which might have been the prudent thing to do. But this is the end of our 500 click day, and I think it's time to buy my wife a drink for being such a damn good pillion. And we'll get off, book in, take our clobber off the bike, dump it there, go do a bit of shopping for breakfast tomorrow because we've got a little kitchenette. That last road I was on, Creston to Kootenay Bay, my god, what a lovely road. And I'm sorry that I screwed it up with the video. Really, I'm sorry, because I wanted to show you what a lovely road that was, flowing fast as you like. It's 60 kilometers an hour speed limit, but frankly I would imagine imagine if my speedometer had been working correctly, not shown the ridiculous numbers it was showing, that you know, and that we could change the law, and in theory 90 would be a wonderful speed to flow along that road at. In, you know, allegedly you could do that. Alright, legalese is over. I should really go back and film it again, but it's a ferry ride away, so not that the ferry cost anything, it's free. These guys are all so lucky. Look at that. They all do the circuits, different circuits you can do on different ferries here. That guy that offered me the bed and breakfast, he lives in Nelson, and he'd just gone to Creston, ridden the same road up that we had ridden, and on the ferry, and then south back to Nelson again. So he had done that and enjoyed it on a 250. lovely looking bike too. I think the Missenden Flyer tested one of those, and I've got to agree, it was a lovely looking bike. You'd never have guessed. I thought it was a 500 when I looked at it. Until I saw the 250, I thought, yeah, it's a 500 or a 650, something like that. Handsome bike for all you new to motorcycle, and perfect for these roads. Oh, a GS 500. Girls on the GS 500, look at that. Oh, we don't wave. Maybe we do. Yes, yes. Oh, look at that. Isn't that nice? Wonderful. Got that up. Awesome. Yeah. Kootenay Lake. West Shore now, going north. Reminds me of Kootenay Lake on Vancouver Island. Very similar when you wind up it. Yeah, I tried to fill up at a gas station just outside of Creston. I had 100 kilometers left on the tank, and it said Creston was like 100 kilometers away. So I stopped at the station, and they had what, I don't know, most people might not know what this is, but they had regular gas, which is 89 octane, and this is not suitable for this bike. You need 91. And then they had premium, which was for them, was for 91, but it was premium marked gas, which means it has a purple dye in it and a camera next to the thing, and he can only sell that to farmers and marine. He can't sell it to me. I said, you know, sell it to me at the regular price. Give me, you know, don't give me, because it's a discount. It's untaxed, so it's much cheaper, and it's higher octane. And he wouldn't sell it to me. He said, no, I got a $10,000 fine if I sell you that gas. I said, but my bike needs premium, and I'll pay the regular cost. I'll even speak it into the camera. I'll write it. Nope, wouldn't do it. I don't blame him. So I just put in 4 liters, 4.5 liters, 1 imperial gallon of regular, and that got us to Creston, no problem. We would have made it anyway. I had like, you know, something like 50, 60, 70 clicks left on the thing, so we would have made it. I think I fancy a cider tonight. I haven't had one for a long time, because most commercial cider is so sweet. Can't stand it. Love the driest of dries. Literally the driest of dry cider. So I've been doing the IPA, American IPA, Session IPA, all that sort of stuff, and I think I'm IPA'd out. I love it, and I will go back to it, of course, but something different tonight would be great. Kokanee Glacier. If you're a Kokanee beer fan, you've seen the commercials. Is it Bigfoot, or is it the snowy Bigfoot? I can't remember. What do they call that one?
Hi.
Ding dong.
We're here about the job to protect the glacier.
Let's see what you can do.
I think if I owned Kokanee beer, here I go again. If I owned Kokanee beer, you know, it's a very ordinary, mass-produced beer.
I thought the Sasquatch couldn't swim. Dare to dream, Arnold. Dare to dream. Glacier Fresh Kokanee.
I don't even know if you can get Kokanee beer anymore. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it in years. Maybe it was killed. I would reinvent it as a micro brew, because it was a great brand. I love the colors, love the idea of glacier water behind it, all that. Rebrand it. Let's roll it on a little bit here. Ah, Saskatchewan. Yeah, 108 Jicks. He's from Saskatchewan. So, what do you think the 2 fingers pointing down means when motorcycles come past each other? Wave and nod. We're a real fraternity community. I love that about it. I wave. I usually do the raised fingers like that. I can understand why you'd put them down, because of the airflow, right? There are times you lift your hand and whoa! Off it goes behind you, because you're going a little faster than you thought. You bang the mirror and smack your pillion. Didn't actually program in the exact address of the place we're staying at, the Blue Fox, the Blue something. And here we come into the quaint little town of Kaslo. Beautiful place, it really is. I loved it last time we were here. Very creative, artistic. There's a T7 and a 650 VStrom. Okay, so I'm not going to be going New Denver. There's the wonderful road to New Denver, and I get to turn left here, I think. Here is where I turn. There it is, the True Blue. Okay, well, we'll just True Blue Cabin Rentals. I'll park here for now, and we'll check in. And I think they said there was somewhere we could park our bike. Notice I said our bike. This is another strategy, gentlemen. Okay, until next time, love and kisses.
Once again, thanks for watching everyone. If this is the first time you've watched, please consider subscribing. I do product reviews, motorcycle reviews, off-road and on-road vlogs, as well as tours. Don't forget to follow me on social media, that's Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and to like, and especially, I'm begging you here folks, subscribe. This is the Blue Marble Rider, out.